So Tesla just made a few changes, which I think NIO is going to follow suit with these sales policies. That is, of course, 0% interest. They're offering that right now for the Model 3 and the Model Y. And the Model S and X here in China, they get 3% interest. So you can definitely get a Tesla for a very cheap price. And Tesla hasn't done 0% interest since 2019. So it's been quite a while. Now, NIO has also done 0% interest in the past, and it has been hugely successful, and a lot of people have been buying the car. And even when NIO used to publish monthly policies, what the monthly policy would be for in terms of sales and sales perks and incentives, etc., people were always asking for 0% interest. Now that Tesla has made that available, it is very likely that NIO will also make 0% interest available as well. So that would just be a huge no-brainer, because you're not paying any extra interest payments. You're just paying off the car slowly over like a 3 or 5 year period. That is going to really induce a lot of people to buy a NIO on top of all the incentives they have right now. The subsidies, the free NIO phone, free swap vouchers. So that is definitely something that NIO is probably going to do, because Tesla just did that today. Also, China has eased auto loan restrictions. Before, they did not allow 0% down payments, essentially. But now you can get 0% down payments for most new energy vehicles. But NIO has actually been offering 0% down for quite a while. So that policy was always there for NIO. However, 0% interest is going to be the game changer. That is the one that's really going to help boost sales by quite a lot. Now, NIO is also doing subscription here in China like they are doing in Europe, even though subscription isn't very hugely popular here in China. But a lot of people still do choose that. And they're also announcing a lot of subsidies and incentives for the subscription here in China. And for example, you get like a big discount if you subscribe to the car for over 3 years. You get a free NIO phone as well. It's almost like buying the car. And subscribing to the car is almost a little bit cheaper than buying the car. Okay? A little bit cheaper than buying the car, the monthly payments. And NIO also has other benefits where if you're subscribed to a NIO and then you decide to buy a NIO, then you also get like a lot of big incentives as well, big discounts. Now guys, there's also news that the 150 kilowatt hour battery pack is rolling off the production line. And there's actually a couple of images, unverified, that some swap stations already have the 150 kilowatt hour battery pack in them. So that's very interesting. Of course, this battery is going to be rental only. NIO CEO has said that in the past because the cost is quite expensive, and also it's unreasonable to buy just that battery pack when you can flexibly upgrade. So they're going to manufacture them in smaller proportions, maybe 2 or 3 max per swap station, and that's going to be pretty much enough for people. When you need it, you can rent it. So that's very interesting. But the most amazing thing is going to be the 50 kilowatt hour city range battery pack. That's actually going to be cutting the base price of a NIO down by quite a lot. So buying the battery pack for the entire car will be significantly cheaper because of the cheaper battery pack. So that is actually also going to make the car a lot more affordable and also spur sales. And also, guys, the economy here in China is actually doing very, very well. So in Hangzhou, which I've been to, that city, they've removed the restriction to buy homes. So before, you used to have had a certain number of years of social insurance payments at that city to be able to buy a home, usually 3 or 5 years. But they've completely removed that, so it's a free-for-all. If you got the money, you can go in and buy a home. And what that has caused is a 200% year-over-year increase in secondhand home transaction volume. So yeah, a lot of people are buying homes. and also selling homes as well. So there's lots of transactions going on. It means the economy is a lot more lively. And also, what's really interesting is that you know about auto trading programs. You trade in your old car for a new car, and you basically sell the old car to the manufacturer or the company, for example, NIO. But now there's actually trade-in for homes now, which is quite crazy. If you think about that, what the hell, trade-in for homes? Basically, you can sell your home to, for example, there's a new project, all right, a new housing project, and you have an existing home. You can sell that to the company for the new project, and then they're going to buy your home, and you can buy their brand new home, basically. And that's how that works, and that's going to really spur up demand as well. So this is quite interesting. So not only so you're not just selling homes to other civilians that are buyers, but you're selling homes to other big companies that have brand new housing projects. So this is quite interesting here in China. I mean, like, this is definitely going to really help boost the housing prices by a lot. So the economy is doing quite well, actually. And a lot of other cities are following Hangzhou, also removing the restriction for buying for buying homes. So it's free for all for a lot of cities. And here in Beijing as well, the surrounding area, so not in the city center, the surrounding area, they're starting to give more favorable policy. For example, before, if you were divorced within 3 years, you couldn't buy a house, but now you could, even if you're divorced, you can buy a house right away. What a lot of people have done is that they've been just, because of the restriction, they're getting divorces so that the wife can own a home, and then the husband can also buy a home so that they have two homes. So this is kind of crazy what's going on here in China. So yeah, the economy is coming back, actually, and people are indeed, and you saw in my yesterday's video, the PPI is increasing. So this is very nice. We're back into expansion territory for the economy. All very good signs that China is back. And the competition is definitely very intense, but we are near a bottom in terms of NIO stock. And look at what NIO is doing. They're also selling bulk to secondhand dealers. They're giving all these incentives. They're partnering up with live streamers to sell more cars, to get the word out. So there's a lot of good things happening, and they're doing quite well in terms of sales. Deliveries, it's going to show up very, very soon. April is definitely going to be another good month. We're going to see a very solid year-over-year increase in deliveries. Last year, April deliveries was quite painful, right? It was around like 5,000-6,000 deliveries last year in April. So yeah, definitely this year, April deliveries are going to be a lot better than it was last year. All right, as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.